That is the field before the lines and bases are put down. The grounds crew performs the same ritual for every game on every field, laying chalk lines, putting down bases, mowing the outfield. It's as timeless as the game itself, and it's all in anticipation of two words: play ball.
All right, welcome everybody tuning in to the County Channel. We're here for the 2019 Dixie Boys State Tournament. We're at Game 2 on Field 3 today at Oscar Frazier Park in Bluffton, South Carolina. Beautiful day and a great day for baseball here. We're ready for another great game. We got the visiting team from District 7, Mullins, and the home team from District 1, Moncks Corner. Going to run down the lineups real quick, starting with our visiting team, the Mullins All-Stars. Leading off, number 7 playing catcher Gavin Oakley. Batting second, number 20 playing center field Lane Cardwell. Batting third, number 11 pitching Colton Calder. Batting fourth, number 25 playing first base Ren Watson. Batting fifth, number 10 playing third base is Landon Tyler. Batting sixth, number 4 playing shortstop Hunter Owens. Batting seventh, number 14 John Hucks playing right field. Batting eighth, number 26 playing left field Gavin Gray. And batting ninth, number 8 playing second base Hughes Elvington. Reserves are number 1 Reed Trussell and number 23 Caden Hilborn. Coaches are Hugh Elvington, Ren Watson, and Chris Tyler. Lineup for Moncks, the home team, Moncks Corner, number 5 playing shortstop J.P. Proctor. Batting second, number 3 pitching today, Dylan Lambert. Batting third, number 6 playing center field A.J. Leggett. Batting fourth, number 11 playing catcher Mason Salisbury. Batting fifth, number 10 playing right field Hagan Gregory. Batting sixth, number 9 playing third base Miller McGuire. Batting seventh, number 12 playing left field Gavin Driggers. Batting eighth, number 4 playing first base Ryan Pierce. And batting ninth, number 1 playing second base Ben Cohen. The reserves are number 7 Hampton Weathers, number 2 Jackson Blackburn, and number 8 Keith Stevens. Coaches for the Moncks Corner All-Stars are Stephen Pauly, Pete Myers, Butch Watson, and Chaz Salisbury. All right, looks like we've thrown down and we're ready to play. As I've said, starting pitcher for Moncks Corner today is number 3 Dylan Lambert. Everybody's taking the positions and everybody's ready to go. Leading off for Mullins will be number 7 Gavin Oakley. Gavin plays catcher in right field for the Mullins All-Stars. Favorite moves the Sandlot and wants to be a sports manager when he grows up. He's a big Braves fan. Looks like we're ready to go, and here's the first pitch from Lambert. Swung on and hit hard to short. A tough hop, and it gets by the Moncks Corner shortstop, which is number 5, J.P. Proctor. And Oakley will be on first base. He'll probably have to give him an error on that play, so Gavin Oakley will reach first base. And next up to bat will be number 20, the center fielder for Mullins, Lane Cardwell. So no outs here in the top of first. Mullins has 1 runner on, 1 pitch and 1 runner on for Mullins. Dylan Lambert, the pitcher for Moncks Corner. Here's the pitch and a bunt. Lane squares around. Pitcher fields it safely and throws it on to second base to get the lead runner out. Nice play by the pitcher, Dylan Lambert. Not an awful bunt by any means by Cardwell, but it was a good play by the pitcher to get out. Cardwell's plays center field in his favorite movie is Maze Runner and loves chicken tenders. Next up to bat will be number 11, Colton Calder. He'll be the 3-hole hitter. Here's the first pitch to Colton, and he'll be in there for a strike. Colton pitches for the Mullins All-Stars. His favorite movie is Step Brothers. That's a hilarious move. Pickoff move right there, and Cardwell will slide back in safely. He also plays football and basketball and wants to be a professional athlete when he grows up. His favorite sports idol is old Bo Jackson. First pitch in there for Calder is in there for strike one, or excuse me, ball one. 1-0 count here, 1 out in the top of the first. We're here at Oscar Frazier Park in Bluffton, South Carolina. Here's the next pitch from Lambert. A little high and inside ball, or excuse me, 1-1 count. It looks like it's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 or 2-1. 2-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the first. We'll be out here all the way until Thursday, so we're looking forward to a full week of baseball. Toes stretching. Here's a pitch from Lambert. Little outside for ball 3. 3-1 count. All right, so 3-1 count here to Calder. Lambert from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it's in there. Never mind. I'm not sure where that missed, but Calder will trot on down first base after ball 4. So next up to bat is number 25, Ren Watson, the cleanup hitter for Mullins. Runners on first and second base. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Ren's favorite food is steak. Attaboy. And favorite movie is The Lion King. I wonder if it's the new Lion King that's out. Looks like Lambert's ready from the stretch, and here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. So Lambert's ahead now. Watson 0-1 early in the count. Ren's favorite baseball team is the Braves. Favorite player is Clayton Kershaw. Looks like Lambert's ready, and here's the next pitch. Swung on and fouled to the left side. So quickly down 0-2 on the count here. Lambert way ahead of the hitter, Ren Watson. Ren's father's also a coach, and his favorite movie is Hacksaw Ridge. He's self-employed, and he likes to also play football and golf. Here's the next pitch from Lambert. Swung on, hit to the left side. Third baseman will field it, step on third, and fire to first base, but not in time. But he did get 1 out, got the lead runner out, and that'll be 2 outs now here in the top of the first. Still runners on first and second base. Now stepping into the batter's box will be number 10, the third baseman, Landon Tyler. Tyler's father is also a coach, and he's a lineman for profession. Thank you for all you do. I know those guys have a tough job. There's runners going, and I'm not sure if there's a missed hit and run, but the lead runner is way out there at third for the third out of the inning. And so after leaving a couple runners on, the score is still 0-0 after the top of the first. We'll move on to the bottom half. Moncks Corner coming to the bat. You're here on the County Channel. All right, we're back here for the bottom of the first on the county channel here at Field 3 at Oscar Frazier Park, Bluffton, South Carolina. Beautiful sunny day, and we're ready for a ton of baseball action. Score is 0-0 still. Moncks Corner come on at the bat. Leadoff hitter for Moncks Corner be number 5, J.P. Proctor. Plays shortstop, and his favorite food is grilled pineapples. Attaboy. His favorite song is Tiger Rag. I'm not really a fan of that one, though. He must be a Clemson fan. First pitch in there for a strike on Proctor. But he is a Atlanta Braves fan, and sports idol, his favorite sports idol is Chipper Jones, so I can agree with him on that one. So 0-1 count here, no outs. Here's the next pitch to JP. Big cut, the swing and a miss on that one. Starting pitcher for Mullins is number 11, Colton Calder. So quickly ahead is Calder on the batter Proctor. 0-2 here in the bottom of the first. And here's the next pitch. Swung on, and that was missed and caught cleanly. So Proctor will go down 1 on 3 pitches. So quickly a 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Next of the bat will be number 3, Dylan Lambert, the starting pitcher for Moncks Corner. Dylan also plays shortstop for the Moncks Corner All-Stars. Favorite memories attending the 2018 Dixie Junior Boys World Series last year in Louisiana. First pitch to Dylan was right down the plate, strike 1. A lot of these kids on the Moncks Corner team played for the 13-year-olds last year, the junior boys team, and went to the World Series. I was fortunate enough to see those guys play. Steve Pollard, the head coach, was also the coach of that team. Pitches in there, swung on and missed. So quickly another 0-2 count on the hitter, Dylan Lambert. But I'm sure those guys had a great time there. We enjoyed Louisiana, and Steve looks like he's done another great job with this team. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Little outside and high for ball 1. So 1-2 here to Dylan Lambert. Colton Calder's finding the plate early and often here, starting pitcher for Mullins. Looks like Calder's ready. Here's the next pitch to Lambert. Swung on and hit hard to the left side, and that'll be by the shortstop for the first hit of the game for Moncks Corner. Lambert will be on. Good piece of hitting there.
Now batting number 6, A.J. Leggett.
And now batting the 3-hole hitter for Moncks Corner, number 6, A.J. Leggett. A.J. was also on the team from last year. Favorite players, Dansby Swanson of the Atlanta Braves. He wants to be a baseball player and grows up. Lambert's going to take off the second, throw down, but not in time. Good speed there by Lambert to easily make it into second base safely. So now we have a runner on second. Runner on second, and A.J. Leggett up to bat. Looks like we're ready to go here. Resume play after the on deck hitter ran around to the appropriate circle. Calder's looking on. He's ready for his pitch in the dirt, and that gets by the catcher, and Lambert will take third on what probably is going to be recorded as a wild pitch. Looks like it might have called the home plate umpire on the side of the mound, or excuse me, side of the head. Looks like Steve Pollard, the catcher, Steve Pollard, the coach, and the catcher for Mullins, going to let the home plate umpire get a little break. So runner on third base, bottom of the first. No runs scored so far, but Moncks Corner's threatening here early on. So 1-1 count. So 1-1 count, 1 out. And here's the pitch to Leggett, and he fouls it off to the right side to run the count 1-2. Looks like Calder's got a live fastball here. The Moncks Corner All-Stars seem to be having a little hard time catching up early on. Looks like Calder's ready from the stretch, and here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off again by Leggett.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the t-shirt tent. Tournament t-shirt at the souvenir and great gift.
All right, we're ready for the next pitch. Calder looking in, get his sign, and I think he's ready, and here it comes. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 outs here, 2 strikeouts by Colton Calder. A step into the batter's box will be number 11, Mason Salisbury, the catcher for Moncks Corner. Mason was also on the 2018 Junior Boys World Series team from South Carolina. Favorite sports idol, Deshaun Watson, good quarterback for the Texans. First pitch to Mason's in there for a strike. So Calder yet again is ahead of the hitter. Calder's got a live fastball, and he seems to be able to find the zone very easily. Runner is on third, though. 2 outs here. Mason takes a big cut at it, slips when he fouls it off to the backstop. So 0-2 count. So quickly behind 0-2 is Mason Salisbury, whose favorite food is mac and cheese. I like some mac and cheese too. He also likes to curling. That's kind of surprising, being from the South, Moncks Corner being located near Charleston, South Carolina. The next pitch to Mason was a little high for ball 1. 1-2 count now. 2 outs here. Runner Dylan Lambert on third base for Moncks Corner. Next pitch gets away from the catcher, but Lambert seemed to be kind of sleeping over there a little bit, and will stay put at third. He's got great speed, so I think if he reacted quickly, he probably could have scored on that, but it would have been close. So 2-2 count here, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's Calder's next pitch. Outside corner, strike 3. Great job by the starting pitcher there from Mullins, Colton Calder. All 3 outs came on strikeouts. So after 1 inning of play, the score remains Mullins 0, Moncks Corner 0. We'll move on to the top of the second. You're here on the County Channel. Back here for the top of the second inning, field number 3 at Oscar Frazier Park. After 1 inning, we're still scoreless here. Mullins coming over to bat, and leading off the inning is Landon Tyler, number 10 from Mullins. And here's first pitch to Landon, high and inside for ball 1. Landon was up to bat in the bottom of the first, but when a double steal occurred and base runner got tossed out at third base, he remains up to bat for the second inning. Next pitch is a A little inside for ball 2, so 2-0 count here in the top of the second. Landon's favorite movie is Rocky IV. Well, I guess one of my favorite too. He wants to be an anesthesiologist when he grows up. That a boy. Next pitch to Landon is on the outside corner for strike 1. So 2-1 count here to Landon. His favorite song is My Old Troubadour by George Strait. His next pitch to Landon. I think it might be a little outside. I can't tell. Home plate umpire kind of slow and reacting. I think it's a 3-1 count here. I didn't see him ever wave it over for a strike. Here's the next pitch from Lambert. A little high. That'll be ball 4. So yet again, Lambert walks another batter. As he walked 1 in the first inning as well. Next up to bat for the Mullins All-Stars would be number 4, Hunter Owens. Hunter plays third base for the Mullins All-Stars. Here's Lambert from the stretch, and the pitch swung on and foul back to the backstop. 0-1 count on a Hunter. Hunter's favorite food is chicken bog. He wants to be a doctor when he grows up, and his favorite movie is The Sandlot. I hear you, Hunter. It's a beautiful day out here. Not too hot yet, but I think in the next hour it's going to be smoking out there for the guys. Hope they stay hydrated. Here's the next pitch, and it's fouled off again to the backstop. So quickly down 0-2 is Hunter Owens. And Dylan Lambert find the strike zone a little easier to the third baseman.
Leading off for Chester will be number 2, Ty 12, Kiwi.
Next pitch is a little outside for ball 1. 1-2 count on the batter. Running on first base here. No outs in the top of the second inning. Lambert looking in for a signal. He takes the check and look at the runner on first. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed, and that'll be strike 3 in the first out of the top of the second inning. So Lambert makes quick work of Hunter Owens.
Number 14.
And number 14, John Hucks, the left fielder from Mullins, will step into the batter's box. Lambert's ready to work quick, and here's the pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. Looks like Lambert's getting in a groove here. Hucks' favorite food is a bacon cheeseburger. He also plays soccer and basketball and wants to be a farmer when he grows up. Here goes Lambert. Here's the next pitch. A little outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. 1 out here in the top of the second. Still scoreless so far. Both teams seem to be knocking off a little rust. Pickoff moved to first, but Landon Tyler walks back in safely. So it looks like Lambert's ready for the next pitch, and here it comes, and it is smoked out to right field. But good play by the right fielder for Moncks corner. Gets back there in a hurry.
Next up to bat for
That
Mullins,
is number 10, Hagen Gregory. Great reaction time there to keep the ball from going for extra bases. Next up to bat will be number 26, the left fielder. Excuse me. I don't know if that is the left fielder from Mullins. Let's see what position Gavin's playing today. Yeah, he is playing left field. I apologize. I think I made the call that John's actually playing right field today, but Gavin's going to be in left field for the Mullins All-Stars. First pitch to Gavin is in there for a ball, so 1-0 count. Next pitch on outside, little outside and low for ball 2. So 2-0 count now to Gavin, whose favorite movie is Bench Warmers. Sports idol is Bryce Harper. Even though his sports team is the Washington Nationals, I figured he probably wouldn't be in favor of Harper anymore going to the Phillies. Next pitch is in there for a strike to Gavin. Gavin wants to be a construction worker when he gets older. All right, 1 out here in the top of second. Still running on first base. Lambert on the mound. He's from the stretch looking in. Here's his pitch. A little outside, ball 3. So 3-1 count now to the left fielder, Gavin Gray. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch from to Gavin. And that's ball 4, so that'll make runners on first and second now here in the top of the second for Mullins. And they'll send up to the plate number 8, Hughes Elvington, second baseman for Mullins.
Now up to bat for Mullins, number 8, Hughes.
Catcher Mason Salisbury is going out to talk to his pitcher Dylan Lambert, calm him down a little bit, I think. Dylan's been a little inconsistent here, live fastball, but he works quick and he knows when he's ready to throw it. So looks like Dylan's already ready to go now, looking in on the sign. He's from the stretch, and here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count now to Elvington. Elvington likes to play sports and video games, and Dustin Pedroia is his favorite sports idol. Working quickly, pitch in there for a ball. So evens the count at 1-1 to the batter Elvington, whose dad is also one of the coaches for Mullins. Here's the next pitch, and it's chopped to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop to make. Thrown to first in time, but the first baseman drops it. Wow, I'm not sure. It's a pretty good throw over there. Nice play by the shortstop, A.J. Leggett. So 2 outs now, but the bases are juiced for Mullins, looking to get the first run on the scoreboard for the game today.
Number 7, Gavin Oakley.
So we're back to the top of the lineup, and catcher number 7, Gavin Oakley. So bases loaded here. Lambert, defense couldn't help him out, so he might need to help himself here, looking to get the third out of the inning without any damage. First pitch is way high for ball 1. Looks like Lambert's ready from the stretch, and here's the pitch, high and inside, ball 2. There is nowhere to put Oakley on the base pass, so bases are juiced, and looks like with a 2-0 count, manager Steve Pauly is going to come have a talk with his starting pitcher Dylan Lambert. Looks like we're ready to resume play. Pauly having a short conversation with his starting pitcher. So 2-0 count here to Gavin Oakley, the Mullins All-Stars leadoff hitter. His second at bat of the game already in the second inning. Looks like Lambert's ready. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. So whatever Coach Pauly said to Dylan, looks like it'll work. So 2-1 count. Looks like Lambert's ready here from the stretch. The pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Good cut right there from the leadoff hitter Gavin Oakley. But that evens the count at 2-2. 2 outs here. Bases are loaded. They're full of Mullins All-Stars out there. Mullins looking, hoping to break open and score the first runs of the game here. 2-2 count. Lambert's looking in for his sign. And here's the pitch. Swung on and popped foul again. Oakley's back there battling. Gavin's back in the box. Looks like he's ready. And here's the pitch. High and inside for ball 3, so that'll run the count full. 3-2 count, 2 outs here. Bases are loaded for Mullins in the top of the second. So we had the payoff pitch here in the second. Dylan Lambert, the starting pitcher for Moncks Corner, looking in, and his catcher is going to run out, call a timeout, and he wants a discussion with not only his pitcher but the entire infield. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but maybe it's just to give Lambert a little breather. Looks like we're about ready to resume play. All infield players go back to their positions. Looks like Lambert's ready. And pick off to first, and it is thrown past the first baseman, and a run will come home to score. That's the second time. It was not a easier or even a tough catch, but Lambert threw it a little high, and the first baseman jumped to catch it. It hit it off his mitt, and the third base runner, or the runner at third base, took off home to score the first run. Here's the next pitch, and a swing and a miss by Gavin Oakley, but not before the Mullins All-Stars take the lead. They'll have the first run on the board today. After 1.5 innings, we'll move to the bottom of the second. Mullins All-Stars lead 1-0. We'll be seeing in a second. You're here on the County Channel. All right, back here on the County Channel, ready for the bottom of the second inning. Your score is Mullins All-Stars 1, Moncks Corner 0. Mullins scored on the the top half of the second inning to take the lead. Now stepping up for Moncks Corner, trying to change that, is number 10, the right fielder, Hagan Gregory. Colton Carter on the mound. He's ready for the first pitch to Hagan, and it's in there, swung on and missed for strike one. Calder really has a live fastball, and it looks like he is hitting the zone often here, kind of putting the Moncks Corner All-Stars on their heels a little bit. Here's the next pitch from Calder, swung on yet again and missed. So Calder's quickly ahead of the hitter, Gregory 0-2, whose favorite movie is Fast and Furious. Favorite food is Italian. He likes all Italian food. Here's the next pitch, low and outside for ball one. Hagan was also on the 2018 World Series team for the Moncks Corner All-Stars. He wants to be an engineer as he grows up. Here's the next pitch from Calder, a little high, even the count at 2-2. I want to thank some of our sponsors quickly. Station 300. Wendy's, Jimmy John's, Loco Sports. I'd like to thank all of them for helping us out. We couldn't do the tournament without you. Here's the next pitch from Calder. Swung on and missed for strike three. So that's 4 strikeouts now for the pitcher for Mullins, Colton Calder. throwing a great game so far. Looking to build on that. And now batting will be number 9, Miller McGuire, third baseman for the Moncks Corner All-Stars. Here's the next pitch from Colton. A little outside and low for ball 1. Miller's favorite movie is RV. His favorite sports team is the Astros. And sports idol is Jose Altuve of the Astros. Great baseball player. Here's the next pitch. A little high and in. Ball 2, so Calder's behind right here now. 2-0, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. His favorite singer is Luke Bryan. 2-0 count here from Calder. Here it is. Looks like it catches McGuire on the leg there. So that'll get, well, I'm sorry. It looks like they're going to call him back in there. He must have leaned into it, and they're not going to allow him to run down to first base. Not sure if that's going to be, no, that's going to be a ball still. They're still going to register a ball. They're just not going to let McGuire get the free pass. So 3-0 count here to McGuire. Calder's ready for the next pitch. Here it is. A little high, and that'll be 4 balls right there and a walk. So leadoff walk for the, or excuse me, I'm sorry, that's not a leadoff walk. They got 1 out in the inning. So bottom of the second inning, runner on now.
Number 12, Gavin Driggers.
Now batting will be number 12, Gavin Driggers. Gavin's playing left field today for Moncks Corner. Calder's looking at it from the stretch, looking back at the runner at first, and front runner at first takes off, pitch out, but not a good pitch, low and outside. Gavin Oakley jumped out, ready for the pitch out, and then he'll take off to third. I'm not sure. Wow. What a piece of base running by Gavin Driggers. The pitcher, Colton Calder, fell asleep, and the third baseman wasn't looking at third. And Driggers took off to third base, and Calder threw it over there. And luckily, Driggers did slide in safely, but it was extremely testy play there. I'm sorry, that's not Gavin Driggers. That's number 9, Miller McGuire, that made it in safely at third. Next pitch in there to Gavin's in there for ball 2, so 2-0 count now on Gavin. Colton Calder, the pitcher for Mullins, looking in, and here's the pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1. So 2-1 count now, 1 out, running on third base for Moncks Corner, looking to try to even this game up at 1 apiece. Gavin's favorite movie is Talladega Nights. His favorite sports idol is Freddie Freeman. Here's the pitch to Gavin. Swung on, big cut, but missed. That'll even the count at 2-2. Coach Steve Pauly down at third base telling Gavin to settle down. All they need is a ground ball or a fly ball to get the runner home from third. Here's the next pitch. A little low and outside, and that'll be ball 3, so that'll run the count full. So Calder looking for the pitch. Here it is. Swung on and missed. And that'll be another strikeout for Calder. All 5 outs for the Mullins All-Stars are on strikeouts. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the second. Runner on third base, and number 4, Ryan Pierce, first baseman for Moncks Corner, will step in the box, looking to find a way to get the runner home, and he laces one, but right at the second baseman. Second baseman for Mullins will field it easily, and Hughes Elvington will throw it over to first base for out number 3. So Moncks Corner strands the runner on third base. We'll move on to the top of the third inning, and Mullins still in the lead, 1-0. You're on the County Channel. All right, ready for the top of the third here at Oscar Frazier Park in Bluffton, South Carolina. We have the visiting team Mullins leading 1-0 over the home team Moncks Corner. And Mullins is back up to bat, leading off the top of the third. Is number 20, Lane Cardwell. Swung on and fouled off to the left side. New pitcher for Moncks Corner is number 9, Miller McGuire. Miller was left on third base last inning. Here's the next pitch from Miller. Real live fastball. Miller low and inside for ball 1. 1-1 count now to the batter, Lane Cardwell. Next pitch in there for another ball. So 2-1 count now to the leadoff batter in the inning, Lane Cardwell. Next pitch is smoked, but good play by the third baseman. That was snagged by, make sure I get the right name here, by the Moncks Corner third baseman. No, I'm sorry, no longer Miller McGuire. I believe that's A.J. Leggett moving over from shortstop. J.P. Proctor moving over from shortstop as the starting pitcher, Dylan Lambert, takes over at short. So quickly 1 out in the inning. Next batter is going to be number 11, Colton Calder. He's a pitcher for Mullins at the moment, and he has a shutout going on. 5 strikeouts already in the game in the first 2 innings. 1-1 count to Colton, and here's the next pitch. Hits the outside corner for strike 2, so quickly down 0-2 in the count is Colton. Here's the next pitch, and Colton takes a nice swing and fouls it off to the backstop. Colton's a Boston Red Sox fan. Colton, along with his pitcher at the moment, Miller McGuire, along with Dylan Lambert as well, all have very live fastballs. Very tough pitchers today in this game. Here's the next pitch for McGuire, low and outside for ball 1. 1-2 count on the hitter here, Colton Calder from Mullins. Swung on and hit the second base softly. Second baseman fields it cleanly and throws on the first for out number 2. That'll be Ben Cohen. So 2 outs here, and the new pitcher, Miller McGuire, is working quickly. Next batter will be number 25, Ren Watson, first baseman for the Mullins All-Stars. He'll step in the box, and Miller looking. He's ready. Here's from the windup. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, so quickly ahead 0-1. Miller finding the strike zone easy so far in this inning. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and hit to the right side again. Up, but Ben Cohen cannot field that one cleanly, and that'll be an error on the play and get another runner on base for the Mullins All-Stars. So stepping into the batter's box for Mullins will be number 10, Landon Tyler. Landon scored the lone run in the game so far, 1-0 in favor of Mullins. So runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's a pitch from Miller. Swung on and missed by Tyler, down 0-1 in the count. We have a celebrity that's come up in the press box. Coach of the Ozone All-Star team for Bluffton, Alan Arsenault. You might be hearing him later on the announcing the game. We'll see. So 1-1 count here to Tyler. Here's the pitch from McGuire. Nice little curveball in there for strike 2. So 1-2 count, 2 outs. Got a runner on first base for Mullins here in the top of the third. McGuire looking in. He's working quickly from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. McGuire doesn't take any time. He's ready to go. once he finishes each pitch. Here from the stretch, here's his pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the backstop. Landon Tyler staying alive here, hoping to add to the Mullins All-Stars lead. 1-0 so far in the game. We're only in the top of the third, though, here at Oscar Frazier Park, field number 3. Here's the next pitch, and it's hit hard down to first base. But the first baseman for Moncks Corner, number 4, Ryan Pierce, nabs it, steps on the bag for out number 3. So we'll move on to the bottom of the third. Mullins still leads 1-0. We'll see you in a minute. You're on the County Channel. All right, we're back here at field number 3 at Oscar Frazier Park, ready for the bottom of the third. Mullins leading 1-0 still, but Moncks Corner coming up to the bat, trying to eliminate the deficit. Leading off will be number 1, the second baseman, Ben Cohen. New pitcher for Mullins will be number 25. Ren Watson will step in there, taking over for Colton Calder, who had a great 2 innings for the Mullins All-Stars. Looks like Ren's ready. Here's the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. All right, so 1-0 here. No outs in the bottom of the third. Looks like Watson's ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on and hit hard, but right at the second baseman. That'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. Good play by the second baseman, Hughes Elvington. So we're back to the top of the lineup for Moncks Corner at number 5, J.P. Proctor. Now the third baseman. Started at short, but now he's at third base for the Moncks Corners All-Stars. First pitch to JP's low for ball 1. Wow. So 1-0 count. Wren's ready, and here he is from the windup. Low, ball 2, so quickly down or behind 2-0 to the hitter. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Moncks Corner's having tough sledding right now. Mullins all-star pitchers are keeping them off balance. Here's the next pitch from Watson. High for ball 3, so behind 3-0 now to the leadoff hitter, J.P. Proctor. Watson's ready. Here's the 3-0 pitch. In there for oh no, I'm sorry, I apologize. That's ball 4. I thought it was in there for a strike, but J.P. Proctor will take his free pass down to first base. Next up to bat will be number 3, Dylan Lambert, starting pitcher, but now playing shortstop for Moncks Corner, looking to try to help himself out. He was credited for giving up that 1 run that has the 1-0 lead to Mullins. Proctor gets a huge lead at first base. I'm not even sure. That is a strong lead he had, but Watson steps off to make sure he keeps him in check. Looks like Watson's ready. The runner, Proctor, will take off, pitch out, but Gavin Oakley, the catcher, had 0 chance of throwing out Proctor, had just too big of a jump. So now we'll have a runner on second base. 1 out.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
1 out. Bottom of the third, Moncks Corner's threatening here. 1-0 count to Lambert, but J.P. Proctor on second base looking to try to come around and score. Watson looking back at the runner. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. Oh, J.P. Proctor takes off after Gavin Oakley holds the ball a little long, and he'll slide in safely. Heads up base running by the Moncks Corner All-Stars, but this is the second time now they've had a runner on third, but they need to cash in here if they want to even up the ball game. Watson ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A lot of big cuts so far from these Moncks Corner guys, but nothing to show for it yet. So Ren Watson's ready. He looks in from the stretch, and here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That'll even the count at 2-2, so Watson's fought back to even the count on the batter, Dylan Lambert. Looks like Watson's ready, and here's the pitch. Lambert inside, almost hits him. But that'll run the count full. So full count here, 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Moncks Corner trying to tie this game up with a single or a ball in play that'll get the runner home from third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field side, foul. So that'll give Lambert another. And we got, I think, Moncks Corner runner was a little confused. It was a foul ball, and when the umpire put the ball back in play, it was overthrown to the pitcher. Runner tries to take off home, but I don't think it's going to be that easy for them. So the runner will walk slowly back to third base. So we're about ready here for the payoff pitch here. 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Mullins trying to keep a hold of the lead. 1-0 right now in favor of the Mullins All-Stars. Looks like their pitcher Watson's ready, and here's the pitch. Fouled off by Lambert again. So he's battling out there, trying to keep himself alive and get that runner in from third. Hot one out here at Oscar Frazier Park, but not a cloud in the sky. Here's a pitch from Watson, high, and that'll be ball 4. So Lambert will trot down to first base. That'll put runners on the corners, and Stepping up to the plate will be number 6, A.J. Leggett. Started out as shortstop for Moncks Corner, but now he's moved over to third base once the starting pitcher came out. So runners on the corners, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Looking to hopefully add something on the scoreboard on the home side. Lambert gets his lead. He takes off. Here's the pitch outside for ball 1, and Lambert will stand up safely at second base. Now runners, both of them in scoring position at second and third. 1-0 count here on Leggett, who has a wide open stance with a foot outside the batter's box, but the umpire doesn't see the matter. Here's the pitch and a bunt. Squared around. Runner will take off, and the squeeze play will work. It looked like it was more of a safety squeeze, making sure the hitter got the bunt down. Thrown out at first as Leggett, but not before J.P. Proctor comes home safely to tie the game at 1-1. So 1-1 now here in the bottom of the third inning. Runner still on third base, though. 2 outs here, and Moncks Corner looking to hopefully add on to their run they have so far in the inning, with Mason Salisbury, the catcher, stepping into the box, also the cleanup hitter for Moncks Corner. Brandon Watson, the pitcher, looking in, trying to get his signal. He's ready. Here's his pitch from the stretch. In there for strike. Well, nope, apologize. Must have been a little high. Ball 1. 1-0 count now on Mason Salisbury.
Next up, number 3, Jacob Taylor.
Watson looking in from the stretch. He's ready for the pitch. Here it is. High for ball 2. 2-0 count now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, bottom of the third, complete. Kevin Brown's actually dealing right now, 5-0 lead for the Beaufort County All-Stars of over District 1.
Watson 2-0. Here's the pitch.
25 pitches.
That'll be high and outside, so 3-0 now. Watson struggling to find the strike zone right now. 3-0 count on the cleanup hitter, number 11, Mason Salisbury. Watson's looking in, and here's the pitch. High and outside, gets by the catcher and way down the backstop, and Dylan Lambert will scamper home from third base to take the go-ahead, to take the lead for Moncks Corner. 2-1 now after that walking wild pitch by the pitcher, Brandon Watson. Moncks Corner now leads 2-1. Looks like, I think Coach Steve Pauley's wanting a courtesy runner.
So much advantage for the host team after playing at noon on a Saturday out in the hottest time of the day. 4 for 12? 5 for 2. So your Beaufort County All-Stars are busy.
Thanks, sir.
Now batting is
Not sure really what's going on now. Looking for a courtesy runner for his catcher.
Next up to bat
I
number
think he wanted to make sure that if he was put in, that he wasn't going to get to where he's being substituted. Now at the bat for Moncks Corner will be number 10, Hagan Gregory, runner on first base. Runner on first base, number 7, Hampton Weathers, takes off, and he'll slide in safely. Swinging a miss there by Hagan Gregory. So 2 outs here now. Another runner in scoring position for Moncks Corner. Weathers a pinch runner. Get a nice lead. Step off. Looks like Ren Watson's ready again for the pitch. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Fouled off. These Bluffton American coaches from Ozone are all over the place, and they're throwing me off.
Hey, Matt, how we doing, bud? Doing a great job.
Oh, man. I'd like to thank Toby Colella and Alan Arsenault. These guys always help out and volunteer with us. Y'all hear them probably for the next game here on field 3. So it look like Ren Watson's ready. 0-2 count here on the batter. Hagen Gregory, here's the pitch. Weathers takes off from second high for ball 1, and Weathers will slide in safely. So now a runner on third base. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Moncks Corner looking to try to add on their 2-1 lead they've taken here in the bottom of the 3rd. Watson looking in. Looks like he's ready. He's got his sign. Here's the pitch. A little high for ball 2. 2-2 count now to Hagen Gregory.
Now batting number 23, Dietrich Schubert.
It's like Ren Watson's ready for the next pitch. Here it is. Check swing. They're saying high and inside for a ball, and they're saying he did not go. So that'll run the count full. Full count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Run on third base for Moncks Corner. Ren Watson looks in. I think he's got his sign. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that'll get Mullins All-Stars out of that inning. But not before Moncks Corner scores 2 to take the lead. After 3, your score is Moncks Corner 2, Mullins 1. We'll move on to the top of the 4th, where you're on the counting channel. See you in a minute. All right, back here on the county channel for the top of the 4th. Moncks Corner took the lead last thing, so your score is now Moncks Corner 2, Mullins 1. But Mullins is coming up to bat, ready to do some damage here in the top of the 4th. Leading off will be number 4, Hunter Owens. Here's the first pitch from Hunter. Swung on and hit softly to third. Leggett gets it, steps over and throws the first for out 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for Moncks Corner. Pitcher on the mound is Miller McGuire, who took over in the 3rd inning. So now batting will be number 14, John Hucks. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Been a great game so far. Very much a pitcher's duel. Been the only reason any runs that have been scored are some defensive miscues by both teams. Next pitch in there for a strike, so 0-1 count here early on to John Hucks. Here's the next pitch. McGuire working quick, swung on and tapped to the left side. McGuire gets off the mound quickly and fields and throws to first for out number 2. Great play by McGuire. He was ready to pounce off that mound as soon as that ball was hit. So coming into the bat is number 26, Gavin Gray. That's only 3 pitches so far in the inning for McGuire, looking to get out of this inning quickly for his Moncks Corner hitters to get back out of bat. Here's McGuire from the windup, the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Next pitch from McGuire. Swung on and missed, and now even the count at 1-1. So top of the fourth here, 2 outs. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed by the batter Gavin Gray. So behind 1-2 now, 2 outs here. McGuire working quickly. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the backstop. Gray battling up there trying to stay alive.
Pitch is inside the board, hit by pitch. That's a dead ball. Actually,
It's a beautiful day out. A little breeze looks like it's picking up, which is good because it is quite warm outside. Here's a pitch from McGuire. Swung on and missed, and that'll be a quick inning for the Moncks Corner All-Stars. Score is 2-1. No runs that inning for Mullins. Moncks Corner still leads 2-1. We'll move on to the bottom half of the inning. You're on the County Channel. Back on the County Channel here at Oscar Frazier Park. Field number 3 in game 2 here at the Junior Boys State Tournament. Score so far in the game, Moncks Corner 2, Mullins 1. Been a great game so far. A lot of good pitching on both sides. But Moncks Corner did take the lead in the third, and leading off will be number 9, Miller McGuire, new pitcher for the Moncks Corner All-Stars, doing a great job out there now. He wants to help himself out on the offensive side. First pitch to Miller's low and outside for ball 1. Colton Carter was the starting pitcher for Mullins through 2 scoreless innings. Brandon Watson took over in the third, gave up 2 runs. But Watson's right. Here's the next pitch. Big cut by Miller, but missed to run the count even at 1-1. So 1-1 count. Watson looking in from the windup, and he takes his time through the windup. High and outside, back to the backstop for ball 2. So 2-1 count. Hot sunny day out here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Full slate of games today. These are the 12 o'clock games. We have 3 and 6 o'clock games as well. Here's the next pitch from Ren Watson. In there for strike 2. So 2-2 count now on the hitter Miller McGuire, who also plays football and basketball and likes fishing in his off time. So 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Ren Watson. Swung on and hit hard to left field, but right at the left fielder, Gavin Gray, and he reels it in for out one. So one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and stepping into the batter's box is going to be number 12, the left fielder, Gavin Driggers. So one out here, and Ren Watson looks in, covers his face like Clayton Kershaw does. Here's a pitch from Watson. Swung on and missed. Looked like Gavin's all over the plate here and might kind of handcuff himself when he tries to swing at anything on the inner third of the plate. So 0-1 count here right now for Driggers. One out in the top of, the bottom of the fourth. Here's a pitch from Watson. Swung on again and fouled off to the backstop. So 0-2 count quickly. Behind is Gavin Driggers. As I've said before, this Moncks Corner team has a lot of players that won the Junior Boys State Tournament last year and went on to Louisiana for the World Series. But right now they're in the dogfight with Mullins. Another one fouled off to the backstop, still 0-2 to Gavin Driggers. They're in a dogfight right now with the Mullins, who actually was the runner-up in District 7, but they're not playing like a runner-up today. They're playing great baseball and showing that they should be here, and rightfully so. So here's the next pitch from Ren Watson. High for ball one. So 1-2 count now on Gavin Driggers. Gavin also pitches for the Moncks Corner All-Stars. He likes fishing and hunting as well. And here's the next pitch from Watson. Swung on and fouled back by Driggers. Staying alive here behind in the count, 1-2. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Moncks Corner leading 2-1 still. Looking to add on to it here in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes a pitch from Watson. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So quickly 2 outs in there. Ren Watson making pretty quick work of the first 2 hitters of the inning. And now step into the play will be number 4, Ryan Pierce, the first baseman from Moncks Corner. His favorite food are pork chops. And his favorite memory is hitting his first home run. First pitch is in there for a strike, so 0-1 count in there to Ryan Pierce, who also plays basketball, which I can see that Ryan's a tall kid, probably 6 foot 6'1", something like that. He's a tall kid. So 1-1 count now. That was a little low and outside from Ren Watson, who's looking to get out of this inning and let his offense take over in the top of the 5th. But right now he's got to look into at Ryan Pearson. That is in there for strike 2. So quickly behind 1-2 is Ryan Pierce. Ren Watson looking to get out of the inning and maybe add to his strikeout total as well. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Ren Watson from the windup, and here's the pitch. Way inside, and looks like it hits Watson on the shoulder. So not what Ren Watson was looking for. Gets a free pass. Ryan Pierce does down to first base. Next up the bat will be Ben Cohen, the second baseman for Moncks Corner. Favorite food is chili, and his favorite song is All Summer Long. And Ben wants to be a attorney when he grows up. Pickoff move over to first base, but Ryan Pierce will slide back in safely. Pierce will get a nice lead off first base. Watson will look him back. Here's pitch out. Runner goes. Catcher Gavin Oakley tosses it down to second, but way offline. Ryan Pierce will slide in safely. So runner in scoring position now for the second baseman, Ben Cohen, looking to add to the lead, the 2-1 lead that Moncks Corner has so far in the game. Pierce gets his lead on second. Watson from the windup, from the stretch. Here's the pitch and swung on and missed by Cohen.
And he is out. Got stoned right there by Hudson Mullins. Hudson Mullins stones him as he tries to steal third. Ray Jurger's got a pretty
Looks
good
like
jump
Cohen's
on
ready,
him.
so is Watson. Pickoff move to second. Not in time.
Hudson,
Pierce slides back in safely.
threw out McCray at third.
So 1-1 count here to Ben Cohen. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Second baseman for Mullins is going to talk to his pitcher, say a few words, and looks like Watson's is ready to resume his position on the mound. Watson looks in. Looks like he's ready for the next pitch, and here it is. Low and nice stab by the catcher, Gavin Oakley. I think Pierce, the runner on second, thought, oh, that one was surely going to get to the backstop. A good play by the catcher from Mullins, Gavin Oakley, to keep the runner from advancing. 2-1 count now to Cohen. Looks like he's in the box ready. Here's a pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side for strike two. Evens the count at 2-2 now. Really like to say thank you to all of our staff and volunteers that have made this tournament possible. We couldn't do it without all of you guys. 2-2 count to Cohen. And here's the pitch for Watson. The runner's on the go. They're going to let him go in here, slide in safely without a throw. So runner on third, and that'll run the count full with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Moncks corner trying to find some way to get another run home to give him a little cushion. Looks like Watson's ready from the stretch, and here's the pitch. Low, and it gets back to the backstop past the catcher. That'll be a walk, and Pierce from third will run and slide in safely for the third run of the ball game for Moncks corner. So a 3-1 lead now for the Moncks corner All-Stars. Looks like the manager from Mullins has called time and go talk to his pitcher, Ren Watson. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. I think Ren Watson might be moving over to first base, and first baseman Landon Tyler is going to come on to pitch. Hey, that junior boys team might be pretty good. Huh?
Ryan Weston's final pitch count 45. New pitcher for Mullins All-Stars, Landon Tyler, number 10.
Back here at Oscar Frazier Park, pitch and change for the Mullins All-Stars. Landon Tyler, the first baseman, will come on to pitch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on first is Ben Cohen. And stepping into the batter's box will be number 5, J.P. Proctor.
Number 5, J.P. Proctor.
So back to the top of the lineup, J.P. Proctor. Runner on first base. Pickoff move by Tyler over to first. Cohen will slide in safely. So 1-0 count here, or excuse me, no count here. There's a pickoff, and then Tyler steps off again. Doesn't seem to like the signal he's getting from his catcher. I think he's pretty worried about the runner on first. Runner on first takes off, pitch out, throw down from Gavin Oakley, but not in time. Mullins has figured out that Coach Steve Pauling, the Moncks Corner All-Stars, are extremely aggressive on the base path, stealing quite often. Most of their hitters also have good speed. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit hard to center field. That is back, gone. 2-run home run for J.P. Proctor. Smoked to right center, or excuse me, left center field. So that'll bust open this game a little bit. That'll make the score 5-1 Moncks Corner. Big swing. That was a beautiful home run. So like I said, 5-1 now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Stepping up to the plate will be number 3, Dylan Lambert.
Now batting number 3, Dylan Lambert.
Hey, do you do home run ball? You better go get it. Here's a pitch from Landon Tyler. Hit pretty hard down left field line, but foul. So 0-1 count to Lambert. 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. No runners on base for Moncks Corner. They've extended their lead to 5-1, trying to add on to it here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit a high, way foul by Lambert. So 0-2 count. Tyler, the pitcher's way ahead to the hitter, Lambert. Here's the pitch from Tyler. In there, what a curveball. Freezes the hitter, and that'll be strike 3. But not before Moncks Corner extends their lead on a 2-run home run by J.P. Proctor. Your score after 4 innings is Moncks Corner 5, Mullins 1. We'll be back in a minute. You're here on the County Channel.
And welcome back to the County Channel for the top of the fifth, or Moncks Corner versus Mullins here on field 3. This is Toby Colella taking over for Matt Watts for obvious reasons. It counts 3-1 to batter Hughes Elvington, the 9-hole hitter for Mullins. They do have good pizza up here in the press box. Quite frankly, it's the only reason I'm here. Full count. Swung on, foul ball down the first base line. Almost took out the coach. Count remains full. Ground ball to second baseman, fields it. Easy throw to first for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. They'll take Mullins back to the top of their lineup. Number 7, Gavin Oakley. Looking to get a rally started here for Mullins, trying to get back in the game after a tough bottom of the 4th, where Moncks Corner was able to put up 3 runs, 2 on a home run to deep center field. That Beaufort County Parks and Rec Director Shannon Loper's out there is trying to find it right now. It's well into the woods. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back into the fence. Strike 1 here to Gavin Oakley. Counts 0-1 here. The windup and the pitch just outside. Evens up the account at 1-1. Swung on, line drive to the left fielder, base hit for Gavin Oakley. Rounds the bag, stays at first. So Mullins trying to get something going here. Great opposite field line drive for Oakley. Just over the reach of the third baseman, out to the left fielder for the single with 1 out. Bringing up number 20, Lane Caldwell, another lefty. Mullins going lefty-lefty to start their lineup here. From the stretch and the delivery, ball's high and outside, ball 1. Oakley takes the lead. Wind up in the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play. Almost takes out the County Channel truck. Hope everyone's okay in there. The 1-1 pitch. Check that. Throw over to first, not in time. Oakley back safely. Swung on, foul down the first baseline this time. Caldwell's down the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, trying to advance the runner Oakley here. Pitch. Ball 2 looked just a little low. Oh, excuse me, struck him out. So home plate umpire rings him up there on a called third strike for the second out of the inning. Great pitch there by Miller McGuire on the outside corner. Now 2 outs for Colton Calder. That's over for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. McGuire really dealing on the mound, trying to get out of this inning here without any damage. Oakley takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short. Tough hop, can't get it. Ball rolls out to the center fielder, gets past the center fielder. Oakley's going to third. He'll hold there. So we'll give that, looks like a hit for Colton Calder, then an error on the center fielder to advance the runners to second and third. So we got Calder on second, Oakley on third, 2 outs. Brings up the cleanup hitter, number 25, another lefty, Rain Watson. Big spot here for Mullins in the top of the 5th inning, trying to get back in the game here. Wind up in the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 1. From the stretch this time, the pitch. Swung on and missed, down 0-2 quickly as Watson. Miller McGuire trying to work out of a jam here with 2 outs, runners on second and third in the top of the 5th. Swung on, fouled off. Well done there by Watson, fouling off that outside pitch to stay alive here in the at-bat. All right, looks like Watson's back in the box here. McGuire pitch, swung on. Foul ball down the first base line. Watson's not going down easily here. Quickly went down 0-2, but fouled off the next 2 pitches here. Defense is playing straight away against Watson. Fouled back to the screen. We got a battle here between McGuire and Watson in a big spot here in the game. Home plate umpire working hard here to retrieve foul balls for the catcher on this hot day. I know the catcher appreciates that. Now from the windup is McGuire. 1-2 pitch. Excuse me, 0-2 pitch is now 1-2, ball outside. McGuire going back and forth between the windup and the stretch. This time from the stretch. Swung on, hit softly to the second baseman. Gathers, throws. In time for the 3rd out in the top of the 5th. So no runs across for Mullins in that inning, and the score remains 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on the County Channel.
batting number 6.
And welcome back here on the County Channel for the bottom of the 5th inning. Moncks Corner coming up to bat. Number 3 hole hitter, number 6, A.J. Leggett, digs in, ready to take the pitch from Landon Tyler. Wind up in the pitch, curveball, looks like it just missed outside. County officials still in the woods looking for the 2-run home run from J.P. Proctor. There's about 5 of them out there now. I'll keep you guys updated. The 1-0 pitch, another breaking ball, swung on and missed. Really good movement on that breaking ball, starting right down the middle of the plate and then breaking low and outside. Great location from Tyler. Counts even 1-1. Ball's low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Leggett. Fastball misses outside, goes all the way back to the screen. So Leggett ahead in the count here, 3 balls, 1 strike. We'll be looking for a ball to drive. Wind's picking up, blowing in from right field. The pitch, swung, high chopper to short. Tough play for the shortstop, can't make it. So that'll be an E6. Leggett reaches. So leadoff base runner is on for Moncks Corner, which is huge, bringing up the cleanup hitter, Mason Salisbury.
Now batting number 11, Mason Salisbury.
Middle infield looks like they're double play depth. Third baseman covering the line. Move over to first by Tyler is not in time. Leggett back safely. Really good lead there for Leggett at first. He goes, pitch out. The throw is high and late from catcher Gavin Oakley. So even with the pitch out, Leggett had too big of a lead over there. Really no chance to get him there at second base. So Moncks has something cooking here with no outs and Leggett on second base. 1 ball, no strikes to Salisbury. Pitch, breaking ball outside. Well done by Oakley to gather that ball. Keeping Leggett at second base. Shortstop directly behind second base, holding Leggett on. Leggett again with a healthy lead. And he goes, breaks for third. Pitch is ball number 2, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Leggett easily makes it to third. So no outs, 1 ball, 1 strike to Salisbury.
Number 12 coming in to warm up the pitcher, being a good teammate. That's what Dixie Youth Baseball is all about. All teamwork.
Foul ball out into the parking lot. Looks like that ball took out a maroon Jeep. Just kidding. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Salisbury. Fastball outside, evens things up at 2-2. Pitch swung on, chopper to the third baseman. That will score Leggett. Double pump by the third baseman. Still gets Salisbury at first for the first out of the inning. No chance for the third baseman to get Leggett at home as he broke on the high chopper to third. Third baseman did well to get the out at first. So nobody on, 1 out for Hagen Gregory. Score is now 6-1. Moncks Corner on top here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The windup in the pitch from Tyler is high and tight. Ball 1. Wind up in the pitch is high again. 2 balls, no strikes. Tyler struggling to find the strike zone here to Gregory. A couple of fastballs came in there with some heat, but high and tight in the zone. First baseman heads over, give him some words of encouragement. Great job there by Rain Watson trying to talk his teammate up. 2 balls, no strikes here to Gregory. He winds and fires, breaking ball that did not break over the head of Gregory. Way ahead in the count here, 3-0. Let's see if he gets the green light in a 5-run game. Nobody on, 1 out. The pitch low and away for ball 4. So 4 straight balls there from Tyler to Gregory. So 2 mistakes by Tyler this inning with the leadoff runner getting on, and then another one out walk. Brings up Miller McGuire. See if the pitcher here can help himself out. From the stretch now is Tyler. Pitch out again. Throw down to second. Closer play this time. Good throw by Oakley. The tag was a little bit late and got away from the shortstop. So Gregory advances to second here with 1 out. Now 1 ball to McGuire. The pitch. Swung on to the second baseman. Sliding play. Great job. Throws from his knees to get McGuire at first base. Did well there to stop that ball with the slide, then took his time and made a solid throw to first base to get the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up number 2, Jackson Blackburn, a substitute here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs, and Hagan Gregory threatening at third base. First pitch is on the outside corner for called strike 1 to Blackburn. That one's fouled off for strike 2, so Blackburn quickly down. No balls, 2 strikes. Jackson Blackburn is a fan of the Red Sox, really likes Dustin Pedroia. Likes to go hunting and fishing, and really likes deer meat, venison for dinner. He looks at a breaking ball in the inside corner for the 3rd out of the inning. So Moncks Corner able to plate 1 in that inning to increase their lead to 6-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Mullins coming up here on the County Channel. And we're back here on the County Channel, heading to the top of the 6th inning here in the opening round game between Mullins and Moncks Corner in the 2019 Dixie Boys South Carolina State Tournament. McGuire still on the mound for Moncks Corner in a 6-1 game as his team holds the lead. Leading off Mullins here in the top of the 6th will be Landon Tyler, number 10 for the Mullins All-Stars. Defense plays him straight up. He digs in, really crowding the plate here. First pitch from McGuire, high and tight. for ball one. The 1-0 pitch in there for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Tyler. That ball's low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball in there, even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. McGuire with some velocity around that fastball, hit the outside corner for strike 2. That one's a little too far outside, brings the count full. McGuire working quickly here on the mound, throws it right past Tyler for out number 1. You can tell McGuire has some confidence out there, really throwing some gas and working quickly to get these batters. They'll bring up number 4, Hunter Owens, now with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Swung on and missed. Again, threw it past him with a high fastball. Again, working quickly here. McGuire winds and deals. Owens able to catch up with that one, fouls it back to the screen. You can really tell when a pitcher has confidence, he's on the mound, ready to go, right when that batter gets in the box. No balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 in the inning for McGuire. Quickly, 2 outs, bringing up number 14, John Hucks.
Now batting number 14, John Hucks.
Again, McGuire ready to go. Gets a sign. Nothing but fastballs here, but that one missed for a first ball. Hucks looks down for his sign. He'll be swinging away here. Swung on over the second baseman's head. A nice line drive base hit. So Hucks able to catch up with that fastball. Nice line drive that split the center fielder and right fielder. Well done by the right fielder to cut that off and hold Hucks to a single. So that'll bring up number 1, Reed Trussell, with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. First pitch fastball outside corner for strike 1. Hucks takes his lead, not a big lead there at first. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first is not in time. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch fouled back. So the count's still no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, with Hucks still on first base. Swung on and missed, so 3 strikeouts in the inning for McGuire, keeping Mullins at bay with the score still 6-1 here on the County Channel. Welcome back to the 2019 Dixie Boys South Carolina State Tournament. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning as Moncks Corner holds a 6-1 lead over the Mullins All-Stars. Mullins sends number 8, Hughes Elvington, to the mound. He'll face number 4, Ryan Pierce, for Moncks Corner. So pitch is high for ball 1. Looks like Elvington might have slipped on the mound there, doing some light maintenance to the pitcher's mound. Ball's down in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. And Ryan Pierce hits a routine fly ball to center field. So great execution on that pitch from Hughes Elvington, able to get Ryan Pierce on the fly out to center. They'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Ben Cohen, number 1 for Moncks Corner with 1 out.
Now batting number 1, Ronnie for Ben Cohen.
Really leaning over the plate here. Pitch is inside. So Cohen stands close to the plate, leans over. Elvington trying to take advantage of that by pitching inside, but just missing here. 2 balls, no strikes to Cohen. Pop-up foul territory, first baseman's under it and makes the catch for the 2nd out. So I can see Elvington's MO here. Looks like he gets down in every count 2-0 and then gets a routine fly ball from his batters. Let's see if that holds true for the leadoff. Number 5, J.P. Proctor, who went deep to center field, really broke the game open with a 2-run home run. I believe that was in the 4th inning. I'm happy to report it looks like the county officials have found that home run ball. I know everybody at home was really worried about that. The windup in the pitch from Elvington swung on, fouled. Proctor out ahead of that one. Definitely a change in velocity here from Tyler to Elvington. Moncks Corner trying to get their timing back here. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball started outside and stayed outside, was not able to come back. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to J.P. Proctor with nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Ball outside and low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Looks like Elvington's trying to stay away from Proctor's wheelhouse here, and I don't blame him based on what he did last at bat. I'll tell you, it's not easy to hit a 300-foot home run with these BB-Core bats. High and outside, now 3-1. J.P. Proctor should get a ball to hit here. The lefty digs in. Elvington looks in for a sign. He's ready. The pitch. Fouled off the first base dugout. Again, Proctor way ahead of that. Put a good swing on it. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. And that ball is in there. Called strike 3. Really nice. Looked like a breaking ball from Hughes Elvington to strike out J.P. Proctor for the last out of the 6th inning. Score remains 6-1 Moncks as we head into the final 7th inning. And welcome back here on the County Channel as we head into the top of the 7th inning of the opening round game between Moncks Corner and Mullins. Mullins needs 5 runs here in the inning to keep this game going. Leading off for them is number 8, Hughes Elvington. He'll face the new pitcher for Moncks Corner, number 4, Ryan Pierce. Pierce starts the inning with a pitch. Strike 1 here to Elvington. Very slow, deliberate windup here from Pierce, but then he fires the ball across the plate. There's a pop-up in play. Overrun by the pitcher, Ryan Pierce. Really good effort by the pitcher there to try and get to that ball. Typically that ball is the first baseman's catch to make, but Ryan Pierce, aggressive over there calling him off, but overran the play. But he's still ahead, no balls, 2 strikes to Elvington. The windup and the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it'll be Elvington, Oakley, Caldwell here for Mullins trying to keep this game going. Ground ball to the second baseman, high hop, easy play, over to first, 1 out. Second baseman played that high hop nicely, took his time, fired a strike over to the first baseman. Miller McGuire for out number 1. So here's the catcher, Gavin Oakley, with 1 out. On the windup in the pitch from Pierce. Outside, just missed ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Really good swing there from Oakley. Just missed that, fouling it into the screen. Oakley getting his instructions from his coach. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's a line drive to left field that'll drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit for Oakley. Again, trying to start a rally here in the top of the 7th. Number 20, Lane Caldwell, will try and keep it going. The lefty steps in with 1 out and Oakley on first. Caldwell's ready to go. The pitch outside, ball 1. There's ball 2 to Caldwell. Ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Oakley taking a healthy secondary lead over there at first base, but no need to risk it here, down 5 runs. That ball catches the outside corner. Well executed pitch from Pierce there to get strike number 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Caldwell. So 3-1 now to Caldwell. Hitter's count here. Let's see what he can do with it. From the stretch, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Threw it past him. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And there he is, strike number 3. Again, Pierce with the velo, throwing it past Caldwell for out number 2. So Mullins down to the last out here in the opening round game. Number 3 hitter Colton Calder is their last hope here. Oakley still on first. The 2-out delivery is in there. Called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike Swung on. Grounder to the third baseman. Gives room. Overthrows the second baseman. Oakley stays put on the overthrow. Third baseman, easy play, high hop. Decided to go to second base with it. Looked like he just took his time too much and sailed that throw into right field. So Calder reaches on an error here. It'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Rain Watson, trying to keep things going. Man on first and second, 2 outs. That ball is fouled. No balls, 1 strike. So Watson trying to keep things going. Calder lucky to not end the game there on that error by the third baseman. Still a lot of work to do here for Mullins, down 5 runs with 2 outs in the last inning. Pierce winds and delivers. Swung on through the gap between the first baseman and second baseman, fielded by the right fielder, fires home to hold Oakley at third, but not before the bases are loaded on a 2-out single by Rain Watson. Really a seeing eye single there to the right fielder. It'll bring up number 10, Landon Tyler. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning as things start to get interesting, and Moncks corner coach realizes that, makes a visit out to the mound. In these situations, a lot of times the coach just has to head out to the mound and really settle things down and put things in perspective here. Even if number 10, Landon Tyler, goes deep here for a grand slam, they're still up 1 run. So just settling the team down, looking for the final out, anywhere they can get it here to move on in this 2019 Dixie Boys South Carolina State Tournament. The meeting's over, the pep talk's done. Tyler steps back in. 2 outs. Pitch in there called strike 1. Moncks corner deciding to play straight up defense here, not holding any of the runners on, realizing those runners really don't make any difference in this game, trying to get the batter here as Pierce steps off and resets. He'll go from the windup now. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Tyler and the Mullins All-Stars down to their last strike with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Pierce looking confident again. Deals fouled off. Tyler just catches a piece of that one. Great fastball by Pierce on the outside corner, but also well done by Tyler to foul that one off to stay alive. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, missed. He caught it. And folks, that is the ball game. With your final score, Moncks Corner All-Stars 6, Mullins All-Stars 1. We appreciate you joining us here from Bluffton, South Carolina for the 2019 Dixie Boys South Carolina State Tournament. We'll hope you join us for the rest of the tournament here on the County Channel.